Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So you can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, all right? But it comes from managing the emotions. So you can identify your intuition for your spiritual health, spiritual wealth, all right? But it comes from the essence of love. Loving self, loving beings, loving others, loving planet, loving God. We have to balance with the universe so you can co-create with the universe, all right? The universe does not co-create without you, okay? So now we're looking to co-create, okay, through the essence of love. Remember, all my readings are timeless, okay? Do not let any of my readings, okay, be forced, because we're in the energy of seeking our own truth, okay? Some of you are truth seekers, all right? You've gone within and you're seeking the light within yourself, okay? The light in the dark, all right? You can do transformations, but some of you feel left out in the cold. You can feel lonely at times, all right? But sometimes you have to understand when you're seeking the truth, all right? It's about soul purpose, all right? It's a soul journey. Someone's doing self-discovery, okay? Because you can do transformation. Someone's very wise when it comes to spirituality. Because now we're letting the soul of the self defend our truth, all right? Our soul truth, okay? You could be a Leo person, but you don't care what the knowers say or the pleasers say. You're standing up for yourself because behind you is a clear conscience with lots of growth, okay? And enjoyment, okay? So someone's standing up for themselves because they're protecting their soul truth, okay? Their soul purpose. Because now you have a pathway, a choice, okay? Someone's probably perfected when it comes to the material matter of life. Now someone's got the world in their hands, okay, and now they're looking at spiritual messages, okay. It could be the wounded warrior, but they've got the strength, okay, and the ambition to go forward. Someone's looking at the spiritual world, okay. They're trying to master. They're going within. They're looking within oneself. Someone's a soul seeker. Someone's seeking the truth. Someone has clarity about soulmates. Someone's maybe turned their back on soulmates, okay? But the soul of the self is telling them to go through the pathway because they've seen these memories of these soulmates. Somebody wants to come in and give you recognition. It could be an ex, all right? Someone's looking at happiness from the past, but you've got the soul of the self, the army, the spiritual army protecting the gates of heaven as the two soulmates are speaking within the realms of love and truth because they're bringing the mind to calmer waters, okay? Soulmates came into a difficult situation, all right, because it became wounded within the wounded warrior pathway. So now we're looking at the strength and ambition of the mind, okay? You have to go within the mind, okay? And when you wake up, write your dreams down so you can bring your mind to calmer waters, allow the soul of the self to make you heal. Maybe some of you is looking at childhood wounds. The mind will come to calmer waters for some of you. Some of you might have mother issues, okay? But you're balancing out your emotions. The spirits are guiding you forward, okay, away from difficulties to a calmer mind from your past. A pathway that you had to defend yourself because there was a conflict when it comes to the soul of the self. There's too many conflicts, okay? People are not listening to each other. People are talking to reply, but people are not talking to each other to understand. So it's coming like there's a spiritual conflict, not just outside of oneself. There seems to be a conflict within oneself as well when it comes to growth, when it comes to passion, when it comes to love, when it comes to truth. Because someone's doing trick or treats, but someone's trying to highlight the situation. So someone's gone in to seek the truth, to end a conversation that is very conflicted within oneself and outside of oneself, all right? Because there seems to be a vampire battle within oneself. We're looking at the spiritual aspect of oneself. It's coming to a spiritual transformation, okay? Every ending has a new beginning, all right? So somebody had to defend themselves within a conflict while they're on their own. You could be someone that spends a lot of time on their own, okay? That should be coming to an end because your angel guides are guiding you through a pathway, okay, to your purpose. A decision has been made, all right? The earth angels are guiding you through a pathway, okay, to bring your mind to calmer waters, all right? You're blending like the dark, the light. You're bringing simplicity. It takes patience to end this conflict. Just remember, every ending has a new beginning, and don't shut your heart off. Why? Because the heart is the seat of the soul, okay? You've been guided by your angels, all right, to blend, all right, to bring simplicity, but have patience. So now you're looking at balancing. You're balancing your emotions, okay? Because maybe you have conflicted memories of like maybe creating a new project, but the soul of the self is urging you to create, okay? Because the soul is born to love, all right? So someone's coming to calmer waters when it comes to a project, okay? Keep going, collective, all right? Yeah, take that leap of faith. The mind's been illuminated because the mind's at calmer waters, okay? Because it's been illuminated to go forward towards a new creation, okay? God has given you that hand of that power to go within yourself, all right? You have the wisdom, you have the knowledge, you have the tools to go forward. Just defend yourself, defend your soul purpose. There seems to be a conflict. It's coming to an end. Remember, every ending has a new beginning, all right? Just balance out your emotions, okay? But what's hidden, we'll see. But what's in the open was a conflict about being like equal give and take, okay? It was more about money, how money was distributed, okay? Because it wasn't in a balance. It came in a conflict. So somebody went within and probably saw a Leo and a Taurus fighting over like charities, people denying grants, people denying loans, people giving. It was like a one-sided situation. So now within the soul, it becomes a conflict. So now this conflict's coming to an end, all right? But what's hidden is someone saw. Someone saw this conflict. Why? Because they're very intuitive. A Queen of Cups. She's very intuitive and she's very psychic. She's like a mother hen. All right. She's like auntie. She's like mama. She's someone that you don't have to tell your feelings. She knows exactly how you feel. So it's on her head about this conflict. She wants to come to an end. Okay. It seems to be someone's coming with frustration. Somebody was doing mind games because they like to play Minecraft, you know. So maybe we need to send somebody a game called Minecraft or send them to the movies. What do you think, collective? Press like, press subscribe, right, for all the Minecrafty people out there. It's not going to work because you're being guided by your angels to move forward, all right, away from any stress, okay? She understands there was stress under her dress, but now she's taking her emotions and she's bringing it into a nice, calm balance, okay? So that mind can come to calmer waters, okay? Someone seems to be stressed, maybe over a Gemini person. Maybe she's thinking if you're going to make that pathway, okay? Or an Aries person. Is someone got the energy, the ability, the courage to follow their ancestors, the angels, all right? So what's hidden, okay, that someone is stressed. Why? Because under the dress of stress, they went to bed with the devil and now they wake up in hell all the time. So now the soul of the self is conflicted. Why? Because they're sleeping with the enemy. Maybe someone they felt was familiar, but someone's trying to control someone's soul, someone's spirit. Someone's lying about projects, okay? Someone's lying, stealing, cheating. Someone's in an energy of fear, all right, over lies. Someone's taking that leap of faith, okay, forward, all right? The Emperor. The Emperor could be in the energy, all right, of being angry. So he's bringing the mind to calmer waters, okay? What's in the middle of this calmer waters is the thoughts of the door ringing. Hold on. Okay, some of you, because the door just rang and someone gave me some African fabrics. You could be looking at African fabrics. You could be from Africa. You could be in the energy of seeking like African spirituality, okay? Because even when you look at some top designers, some of them are inspired by African designers, you know? Oh, that was lovely. Someone I haven't seen for a long time. They heard that my daughter likes to make clothes. She said, oh, I was up the road and I saw these fabrics. Would your daughter would like them? I said, oh, bless. So you might get surprised from someone you haven't seen for a very long time. She hasn't knocked my door for years, you know. Bless them. Bless. And she said she's having a baby. She's going to be a grandma. So some of you might get a surprise call saying you're going to be a grandmother, all right? And some of you father figures might be a bit angry about it. But now we're going back to this. We're pursuing a project, but someone in the energy of the Emperor is very jealous. Looks like it's a water sign person, okay? So now we're looking at a situation where maybe the master is looking at a more spiritual mentor, all right? Because this is in the middle of the Emperor. This is the Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant is the masculine, okay? He uses his highest self, okay? Because he gets information from God, all right? He's got his Godhead on. He has to master all 4 kings of the earth, all right? We're looking at a tarot reader or higher priestess, all right? Someone's gone within, maybe seen a higher priestess or seen divine truth, okay? You're seeking the truth, remember, from within oneself. The more you tell the truth that comes out of your mouth, because remember, your mouth looks like a cauldron. Your tongue, all right, is like the sword or the wand, all right? So you got to be careful of your words, because they become spellings. That's why it's called spells. You're creating spells. We have 2 energies, good or bad, remember, okay? Remember, gold or diamonds, G-O-D, the god of the devil, okay? You don't want to go into like materialism. You don't want to go into obsession, envy, jealousy. You've got to be very careful, because those things are a thin line to like making the devil make things look good, okay? So someone, all right, has seen the truth of the divine truth, all right? The more you walk in truth, okay, and in love, you seek your truth, you seek your purpose, because you have to see, someone's going to be seeing the shadow of themselves, because they're up at night worried. Maybe a Capricorn person, when it comes to control. Someone trying to control their thoughts. Someone trying to control their worry under the stress of the dress. Because now we're looking within oneself, and someone's seen a 2 of Cups, okay? We've gone within, we've done the Hermit, all right? Virgo means, all right, means that work. I've worked on my truth, okay? I'm doing my soul purpose, my soul searching, okay? I've seen within myself the light and the dark, okay? Like with my masculine, I call him the light and the dark, my hero, all right? He gives me lots of love and contentment and support within myself to make my emotions feel contented. My soul does that. My divine truth does that. My ancestors does that, okay? So this is like your spiritual family within yourself, okay? Because someone's found their spiritual family, all right? These are the 2 soulmates having a conversation, okay, in the halls of love and truth with passion. Someone sees the feminine, all right? Remember, you have to balance the masculine and feminine energy within oneself. Now, it seems like the masculine is speaking to the feminine. She's very spiritual, okay? She comes with the truth. She feels like she's got a very pure heart, okay? But he's never given her that communication on earth, what they speak, okay? Within the realms of love and truth, all right? So now we see a 2 of Cups, all right? That's handed from God. It is protected, all right? And nobody cares about the no-nos and the please and the nay-nays. Why? Because it's been guided by earth angels. 2 of Cups, okay, is an earth angel. They saw this ending, but they're going to be creating a new beginning. All right, the earth angels has woken us up to this conflict of someone trying to create energy conflict. When you have energy conflict within oneself, guess what happens? You have that conflict outside of yourself. Maybe you had an Aries that took action and the ability to get you blocked, or someone's looking at a blocked intuitive self or blocked creativity. So now, remember, the door knocked, all right? So it's like God's giving you a calling, because at the heart is the seat of the soul. So someone hears that calling, like with myself, sometimes I can hear this higher voice calling my name. Do you understand? Telling me, come forward, or Verena, I'm coming. I've seen God's head come out. So God is asking us to go into spiritual transformation, go into a spiritual program, because what's above is below. Just like you see hospitals, clinics, stuff like that, you see that in the spiritual world as well. So now the soul is going into recovery, okay? Someone feels left out in the cold. Maybe a Taurus person when it comes to an Aries or Sagittarius person. Maybe a Sagittarius or Leo or Aries person trying to blend out their emotions, okay? Because someone's looking directly at the 2 of Cups. 2 earth angels on their pathway. Because now within this pathway, this seems to be a judgment, a decision, okay? Someone's heart, okay, has had a decision that it feels like it's had this calling. They feel like there's purpose. And this purpose, you have to make decisions from the highest of yourself, all right? Someone feels they have a calling going towards a past memory or a past life situation. Okay, because you got the angels guiding somebody to say get up. Okay, in like that's what I always say, when you're sleeping, they ground you, they give you lots of protection. Okay, so just study your dreams. All right, someone has a past life calling, all right, or someone's come from their past life with a calling when it comes to creations, all right, from the hand of God. So now we're looking at the judgment, a decision. Someone's woken up, they have clarity. Once you have clarity for more in yourself, you can make major breakthroughs, all right? Maybe an ex is coming your way, because they feel like they've made a decision that was a bit difficult, all right? The mind wants to come to calmer waters. Maybe the ex-person wants to bring the mind to calmer waters, all right? But it seems like it's a bit toxic at the moment. The foundation of a project, okay, or the foundation of the masculine soul is around the wrong person. So they've made a judgment, okay? The soulmates, all right, or an ex has made a judgment. They've gone within and seen their past life purpose for some of you, or some of you has looked within and seen that maybe an energy of an ex is not good. Someone you're very familiar with, all right? Or it could have been a friend, or someone you're familiar with, someone you grew up with, a water sign person is not the person you're supposed to be walking with. You've been guided to walk away to find your own ground ship, okay? Someone is looking to ground. The divine feminine is dreaming. She's in her dream thoughts, and she can see the two soulmates working together, all right? Because the foundation of their creation is on the energy of the devil. So that means the foundation is not strong, okay? So you're looking at a tower moment for some of you, okay? Something that was built on false grounds is bringing the mind to difficulties, okay? But go within and seek your own truth, okay? So that the mind could come to calmer waters. Because the soulmates are speaking within the realms of love and truth, all right? I am the witness. I've seen my soulmates and they inspire me. They really inspire me, you know. They inspired me to create poems and everything. So we've gone within oneself and we've seen there was a difficulty with a Queen of Pentacles. All right. Someone took the leap of faith and brought difficulties towards a Two of Cups, maybe a Queen of Pentacles. Someone that would be left alone. Somebody was playing on someone's abandonment ship. Okay, so now we have the Five of Cups. All right. Somebody was concentrating on a third party energy. All right, because it became a Four of Cups. Okay, Four of Cups is when someone's in regret, okay, because they feel like they've missed an opportunity from the hand of God when it comes to soulmates, all right? Because a third-party person came within this pathway to make their own judgment because they don't believe in God. Okay, so they bring purpose difficulties to a soulmate connection. So now we're trying to bring our minds to calmer waters over difficulty with a Queen of Pentacles that took that risk that the Emperor feels like is a fool, all right? Someone's coming to calmer waters, all right? Because they feel like you're a very good businesswoman. But at the moment, maybe overseas, someone needs to relocate away from a Queen of Pentacles because they feel like it's bringing too much conflicts, all right? And the conflict is coming to an end. Somebody wanted the Two of Cups to be in conflict, okay? Somebody wanted unalignment, all right? But we're going for a spiritual transformation. Somebody wanted two of the soulmates unalived, okay? But now we're looking at bringing that mind of thought to calmer waters and blending out our emotions. So somebody's going to be angry about the situation, okay? So now we're bringing our minds to calmer waters over a Queen of Pentacles, okay? This is someone that's like a businesswoman. She's meant to be very nurturing. She's meant to be aligning, all right, her values and her worth with her community. This is nature, nurture. This is a very good businesswoman. But this person don't have any value. This is a social climber. This is a social path. This is why the devil is here. Because there's a past memory. Maybe the ex of the Emperor or a friend that we're doing projects with. Very jealous, very envious, right? And they were doing bullying and bring the mind to difficulties because they were social climbing. So now there seems to be an end to an earth sign person, all right? Because someone's protecting themselves away from an earth sign person because they wanted a rotten bottom, a rocky bottom. Yeah, it's like, oh, what's that country? Oh, Naya. Where is the bottleneck? The bottleneck canal, river. It's like that. There's so many difficulties around that neck to bring trade around. So someone was being a traitor by using their lips to sink people's ships. Somebody was parading as a friend. And so this friend was getting very familiar with people. So someone seemed that they were going to be getting ghosted because someone seen the truth. Do you understand? So there was a painful ending. Maybe someone went bankrupt because of the Queen of Pentacles, all right? So someone's looking at recovery. They have to blend and have patience in the situation. All right, someone seems like they're at rock bottom, but they seen the truth. Okay, there was lots of darkness within the situation because it's a very dark entity person, because the devil's on the deck. All right, so now we're understanding there's a new horizon. Why? Because you're learning from the day you were born to the moment to your rock bottom. Use your intuition, because in the zodiac sign, all right, the first bubble to come out was the Emperor. Aries, do you understand? This is your intuition. Go back to your original self. Use your intuition. Don't be scared of the unknown unless you're too wicked. That means you're not going to face yourself. Too much shadows to face. So someone's coming to calmer waters about the Queen of Pentacles, because that conflict's coming to an end, because they bring a conflict to a Two of Cups. Because somebody was very jealous, very envious, especially over projects, okay? So now the Emperor feels like the Queen of Pentacles is a fool, all right, and needs to be left behind, okay? So now we're understanding to bring simplicity, all right, moderation, balance, okay? But you have to have patience. We're looking at Earth Angels. Somebody's talking, all right, about 2 Earth Angels. I can hear lots of people having a conversation about this social climber that wanted 2 soulmates unalived. That was their decision that they made to become a social climber, and now they're saying that they're on the pathway to love and happiness, love and support, a spiritual family. But someone's up at night worried about love and support because they tried to create an ending. All right, I just want to pop out. Yeah, someone's thinking, all right, thinking, resting, recruiting. Somebody felt kind of sick being in this situation, all right? But maybe someone needs to have a come to Jesus moment, you know? So now you have love and support from your spiritual family, which is your soul guides, okay? Which is your earth angels. They're your love and support. They're helping you make a judgment to go within, to walk away. Maybe a fire sign person, to walk away from a Scorpio person or a Pisces person by using the intuition. Go within, seek the truth. When you seek the truth, you seek the self. When you seek the self, you seek the soul. Now someone seek their soulmate and have seen that, I've seeked my soulmate and I understand I have a difficult situation on the mind, which is the Queen of Pentacles, that I have to walk away from. The devil, the Queen of Pentacles, that's the fool. That's how the Emperor feels. He's been guided by his spiritual wife and a spiritual son to take that leap of faith. The son keeps reaching out to him and said, Dad, I was shit on her face. So there seems to be a situation that became a shit situation, all right? So for someone to take the leap of faith with no baggage, no expectations. So someone has to let go of a baggage, which was a Queen of Pentacles, so the masculine can heal. He's probably thinking about an Aquarius person, all right? But the foundation of the difficulties that came to a difficult situation with the Queen of Pentacles is that they were focused on fame and fortune, all right? But the Emperor has to heal because this person came with manipulation and was playing with the masculine's emotions, okay? They were trying to dim the masculine's light, all right? Maybe a past energy, a friend, someone you feel very familiar with, or an ex, all right? Maybe a Taurus person was looking for charity. That's coming to an end, all right? Somebody was stealing, cheating, all right, someone's resources. And it became a conflict, all right, with the ancestors, all right, and with the earth angels. So now there seems to be a conflict with the Queen of Pentacles that the Emperor has to come to calmer waters with, all right, from the mind and relocate away from the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So now we see a situation with a Taurus or the Leo person, all right, that has to come to an end. Because it was a third-party person, and this is how the Queen of Wands feels. Maybe it was a friend, okay, that they used to socialize with, they had support with, you know. Sometimes, you know, you can see people together and having a good time. It's only because they're very familiar with each other, helping each other. When it comes to emotions, they're not really interested. Because if it was a very emergency situation, where's the support? It was a lie. It was superficial. Do you understand? Because somebody was purposely trying to end someone's life, all right? So now this Queen of Wands is looking at a situation, maybe with a water sign person, a Cancer, Scorpio person, when it comes to giving out charity, when they're giving out maybe inheritance, donations, okay? Because now we're looking at love and support when it comes to a girl friendship group or a third-party person. This is where the Queen of Cups, you can see a third-party energy, all right? Maybe she can see there's a difficult situation with a water sign, Taurus, or maybe she's looking at a Capricorn situation. She's in her feelings. Because she can see there's a third-party company in her energy, all right? Because she's very psychic, very intuitive. She sees a situation where a third-party person is laughing, gossiping, okay, and having a good celebration with her friends, but she knows it's superficial. They're only social climbing. So now we see a situation with the Queen of Cups. She understands there's going to be a tower moment and she needs to have patience. Maybe with a Gemini masculine, because she's seeing the truth, the clarity from within herself. So someone's taking a breakthrough, right? Because now we have the information. Someone's making plans towards their plans, to make a lane towards a love and support, all right? Someone understands they were getting love and support from a devil toxic family. So now someone's worried. This family, this toxic Capricorn family now is very worried, okay? Because now they understand that the bloodline of the devil, okay? Someone very toxic is up at night, worried about love and support when it comes to projects, okay? Because now we see maybe a Sagittarius person. Maybe Sagittarius person is worried, okay, about a burden when it comes to love and support, because the foundation is coming down behind the backs of a very loving woman. Maybe this loving woman is helping this masculine because he has it in their memories, all right? So he's helping him go forward, bring down this foundation that was built on false ground, superficial stuff, okay? So now we're looking at superficial appearances. We're looking at false appearances, all right? Because now we're walking away from people, things, and places because the masculine was stuck because someone was jealous about his wheel of fortune. All right, maybe it's Taurus person or a marriage or commitment he wants to heal from. All right, he sees his options of this pathway with his Queen of Wands. All right, maybe it's a past memory, but he's got to walk away from it. It's not love. He has a sparkle of love for someone. You could be getting a love letter, a passionate one. The Queen of Swords is telling the truth. She's walking away to calmer water. She's very loving. Someone has a different perspective about a missed opportunity because it was about a love choice. Okay, someone's looking at Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, when it comes to love and support from a spiritual family, manipulation, unrequited love. Now we're looking at someone having blunt talk on the internet, because now someone's looking back for painful ending for the Emperor. The Emperor is intuitively talking to the Empress, all right, maybe in the lands of worship, okay, in the halls of love and truth with God guiding us, okay, because we can see there was a conflict. So now we understand the devil, okay, wanted victory over these projects, but they created. Someone's got the willpower to go forward. We can hear lots of talkings at the gates of someone's garden, how they're planting their seeds. Someone's very jealous, very envious, but you've got to be careful by using your intuition, because the talking is getting very louder and someone's very angry. Yeah, so just work on your self-mastery. Just turn your back on the difficulties and just delay by using your intuition. Because this seems to be a lie. And this lie is what came stress under the dress. Now someone's got nightmares with the devil over a Wheel of Fortune. Because now it's not a Wheel of Fortune anymore. Because now everyone's find out that someone's masquerading as friends, driving around, having fun, laughing, joking, being very malicious. So now they're looking back at this two of swords, delays, conflicts, stalemates. But now stalemates of soulmates, of people that created stalemates, are now looking at cellmates within the spiritual world. The lion and the lioness was stuck in entrapment because somebody was juggling. So now maybe they're single, seeking balance after a wounded warrior has to rely on the love of his ancestors by getting his messages about giving to the Empress. What you sow is what you reap, because someone tried to hold on to someone's property. That was a hidden feeling. So now when your mind comes to calmer waters, you can take leap of faith now. All you got to do is have like a clear conscience so that you can create, you know, your foundation with your seed, because you're a gardener. That will make you a very grounded person, very happy, abundant. But someone's very heartbroken about this conflict, this secret that seems to be someone's going broke. All right, maybe a King of Pentacles is going broke, or he feels like left out in the cold because of this lie. So the Emperor is here now. He's healing, and he could be single. All right. Maybe he's blocked this Taurus person. He's happy that he blocked this Taurus person. Okay. Because he's looking up at the sun. Maybe he sees the calling of his son. He's following his spiritual son. You know. Saying that Queen of Pentacles, a Taurus person, move away from her. Leave her in the dark. She's hiding underneath her. She's the devil. She's the peasant. She would never be more than the peasant. Okay. A beggar going around begging to plant her foundation. Okay. All right. So now we're looking at maybe somebody wants to call and make an apology. Okay. Because someone's gone within and seen the Two of Cups. All right. Two soulmates doing a transformation. It's all about divine timing. Maybe a Leo wants to defend the soul of soulmates. The Two of Cups. Maybe the two soulmates have got the same energy, they're defending, all right? Or maybe you have a social of people defending the Two of Cups, which is God's two soulmates. This is what's on the mind of us people that's socializing, having a conversation about this ending. Now they're understanding. Maybe they're thinking how to help Leo to defend an earth angel, okay? Because now someone's up at night about a Gemini person. They want to come in and defend the Queen of Swords. So now we have maybe your Leo's got support now to come in. Maybe they want to come in and defend the Queen of Swords. Okay, they've made that decision that they want to balance out the situation to give love and support on this pathway. It's got clarity, a final decision. And people are talking about Leo to make a decision how to give him love and support towards him and his soulmate. There's unconditional love. But it was a strong judgment, all right? The masculine had to tame the beast within oneself because he knows he doesn't end up back in heaven. His soulmate would crush his feelings outside, and she's not joking. So he has to go within himself and find out about this friend or this past memory where he has to stay. Whoa, that just came from nowhere. The Queen of Pentacles is the devil. He has to walk away from this pathway with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is the devil, a very toxic feminine, all right, a sociopath. This is a psychopath, okay, a very obsessive person, very jealous and very envious about someone's stardom, all right, or someone being an inspiration to maybe an Aries or Leo person. This person needs to be protected away from the Queen of Pentacles. So now there's a group of people seeing these difficulties and feel like this person is the devil, and they all want to make a transition away from the Queen of Pentacles, maybe relocate, okay? Because they feel like maybe this Taurus Queen of Pentacles, you're too grabby, too grabbalicious, and they're happy to invest in walking away from this Queen of Pentacles, all right? Someone sees the Queen of Swords as a business person, it's an Aquarius person. Oh, my cards are messy. An Aquarius person, okay? So now they understand the Queen of Pentacles is the devil, all right? That they were vesting in, that became a difficult situation. So now you have a social of people bringing their minds to calmer waters, because now they're going to be ending this conflict by walking away from a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe relocation, maybe they're living near water, all right, or distance. Because now once you end with the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles is here. Now maybe the masculine feels more grounded, but somebody was playing on someone's emotions when it comes to abandonmentship. Somebody had mother issues and they had to come to calmer waters with that, and the Queen of Pentacles was playing with that emotion. But someone feels they found a power couple and an Aquarius person that's single, and the masculine is thinking about this Aquarius person they want to start promotion, works with, but they had to end the conflict. All right, this Leo person had to end the conflict. Maybe he's been trying to end it for maybe a good few years, defending himself, but the Queen of Pentacles is a very obsessive, demanding, smothering person. A very smothering person. He wants to end that situation in Leo because he wants a new love. He wants to invest in self-love, right? He wants a new baby, relationship. He's always loved this Aquarius person. Somebody's ending with a water sign person, all right? Maybe a Cancer person to start again, okay? All right, maybe there was a fire sign person, Sagittarius person trying to end the situation. Seems like a Cancer person is worried how to defend, because now there's this feeling that the social life has come to an end. Someone's thinking about the King of Swords, maybe this Queen of Cups. But God is heartbroken as well about too much promiscuity, man. God is upset, heartbroken of how people treat the higher priestess, the Empress, treating her as an option, because they was looking at an estate that made them feel unfulfilled, unloved. So now this King of Pentacles is looking at maybe offering a new beginning, because he feels like there was a burden with the Queen of Pentacles that come with unrequited love. That's in their memories they want to hold back away from. Now they've got a different perspective. Someone's maybe looking at a legal matter, but there's justice here. That foundation's coming down because secretly they were investigating in the Queen of Pentacles. So now we're looking at a load of people talking, thinking, all right, about this unalivement from this Queen of Pentacles. Many people are talking about this stress under the dress, how it was a nightmare for a Leo person with this decision on his pathway, because it was a burden. Everyone's been talking about Sagittarius being a burden with a Gemini person. He has to defend himself, okay, blend out his emotions. They feel like they're a very toxic person, all right? So now we see a burden of like your ancestors helping you with this burden to walk away, to ground yourself. Maybe a Leo person, a business person, or a Capricorn masculine. He feels he's walking away, okay, into a power couple. So a Leo is walking away, all right, from a water sign person, or an Aries person, Sagittarius person, Scorpio person. Sagittarius is walking away. They're too stressed under the dress about third-party energy that was very strong and powerful. So now they're walking away from, there's no emotion. They thought they had a 10, but it's not. There was no emotion. There was 8. Nobody had emotions for each other. So it became a burden, is what people are talking about. So now we understand that the 2 of Cups is in the air. You have to walk away from people, things, and places and pour that 1 of Cups into you to create your 2 of Cups. So no one's in a toxic relationship. All right. This is the healing relationship. This is a healing strategy. All right. Someone's walking away from people, things, and places. They want to come in more reliable by walking away from a Queen of Pentacles and bringing the mind to calmer waters, because someone looks like they want to invest in a Aquarius person. Okay. The star energy. They want to take that leap of faith forward and be reliable. They want to work with this Aquarius person, but they want to come in reliable by walking away from people, things in place that are not serving them for the highest good. The Lion and the Lioness is doing that. They don't want any toxic energy around their healing love. All right, they've made that decision very clear. So people are very upset about their decision. So it became a conflict with Aquarius person. Somebody probably wants to kill with Aquarius person. This institutional Taurus person was an emperor, wants to come in and marry this Aquarius person. But it seems to be a conflict with Queen of Pentacles when it comes to money. They're very angry because they wanted the money, the investments, and that was the difficulty. This is where the masculine has to come to calmer waters by being single and healing from this conflict with the Queen of Pentacles. All right. Maybe they married this person under pretense. Take it as it resonates for some of you. All right. So now we see a third-party company, okay? It became a 4 of Cups, okay? 4 of Cups is all about regrets. Somebody was focused on someone's life issues when it comes to their bankruptcy, or their money. What you sow is what you reap. Somebody was looking for an investment. They were looking for money. They were looking for healing, a third-party company, all right? Somebody, a soulmate wants to come back. A past person wants to come back. They saw you, all right, as an opportunity, okay? And they feel sorry. They didn't mean to make it as an option. So now someone feels very grounded, the King of Pentacles. Maybe he's looking at a new love. That's on his head. He wants to celebrate, all right? He wants to celebrate ending with a Taurus person. And he wants to defend the Two of Cups. He's gone within and seen the truth about this unalivement of the two soulmates. Now he's thinking about pouring love and celebration. He wants to celebrate because he feels he's watching a Queen of Cups, which was a burden for a Gemini person because it was an entrapment for a foundation that was forced. So someone's foundation's coming to pieces, all right? They're having a tower moment. Things are coming down like flash. Maybe it's a religious group or a place of worship or someone you work with. Maybe somebody was working on an estate or stability, but they were playing on someone's abandonmentship in this home, this family of an earth sign person and a water sign person, because the Empress saw, because she saw this mystery, because she's the veil between heaven and earth. She saw this passion, this promiscuity, which is heartbreak for God as well, or for a King of Swords that's looking and offer when it comes to unrequited love to a Queen of Pentacles. Back in the past, you got to hold back from, because now they've got a different perspective when it comes to justice. It was a foundation that was forced because they were secretly spying on this secret, and they saw the truth of this person, of this love choice. Oh, what's your love choice, my darling? Love choice. Okay, the love choice, right, was juggling with a Taurus person, was juggling with a King of Cups. King of Cups is now in difficulties, and he wanted to come out of bankruptcy or something to do with money. Something to do with money. He was juggling with an earth sign person when it comes to money. They were relocating money overseas. It was a victory for a while. They were very happy. They were doing like secret locations, holidays, traveling. They felt very victorious, very happy. But now they're stuck because people are thinking and talking about that pathway, about someone's love and happiness, their marriage. Maybe he wants to work on his marriage, but no, people want to work on a Two of Cups. Because maybe there's a decision that's been made by Queen of Wands. She's making it blunt. She wants a new beginning. She wants to be single. She wants to be single, man. Okay, so now I'm looking at a tower moment. There was seems to be a burden. Okay. There was a foundation, a tower. It could be like a business, a home, family, all built on false ground. So now somebody wants to help the soulmates. A group of people saw this burden for maybe a fire sign person and a Gemini person. So the thoughts are on the soulmates. And that's what the Queen of Cups is thinking about. Maybe the masculine now is the pre-emperor. He feels more grounded. Maybe he wants to come for a reunion with his soulmate. He thinks it's a sweetheart. He feels like he misses this person and he regrets not taking the offer of surprise. Because now it's a burden holding back because he walked away. Maybe a Leo person made that decision. He thought he was going to get love and support from a circle of people to talk about his soulmate journey. But it wasn't. They wasn't. They were lying, stealing, cheating, trying to act like a friend instead. So now it's become a worry. Someone's up at night worried about this lie. The Queen of Pentacles is lying. She's worried now that people are going to be walking away because she feels it. People are talking about this burden. People are talking about this strong judgment that the Queen of Pentacles. Hey, oh my days. The devil. Oh my days. What I tell you, the devil, man. She's the devil. She's a heartbreaker. She's a manipulator. And God saw that, man. She don't believe in God. God's heartbroken about this promiscuity. That's why he sent me down, man. God knew this was happening. God said, all right, I'm going to get to the Sutherlands for a while. All right? You're going to get over that family, but you're here for a purpose, man. To get the devil, man. Evil Eve, bruv. You lied on God. You gave Adam the apple, and you made everyone believe God did it. You're a dirty little moose, man. Genesis, Evil Eve, man. The devil's picked me. Devil said, don't eat that fucking apple off the tree. No, they opened up the legs of Genevieve and saw that half the apple was from the fucking demon. So now we're looking at reliability. Somebody wants to become reliable. All right, and that's the truth to the Two of Cups. And now someone's looking back. Because now they understand they lied and they relied on this lie so they can make investments. What a wicked woman. Wicked. Now that maybe the emperor is single now, happy. He's happy, man. He's moving away from this conflict. He's happy. Maybe he's conflict of how to come in to heal with an Aquarius person. Yeah, because now he sees his legacy. Somebody was conflicted over his legacy, his estate. They wanted him to have like bankruptcy from like a 10 of Pentacles to nothing, to a 5 of Pentacles, bankruptcy, nothing. Woman's wicked, man. Somebody was working with a Taurus, Virgo, Libra person. But now he probably wants to work on a marriage when it comes to spirituality. He's thinking about this pathway of maybe this Aquarius person that makes him happy. He feels like the mind's coming out of difficult waters, having a victory, blocking this King of Cups when it comes to like projects and juggling with a love choice. Because people are looking at this secret, man. Now there's justice here. All their towers coming down. Because now everyone's got a different perspective about a Capricorn Virgo person when it comes to working on this estate. They were working on someone's temple of love when it comes to abandonmentship. Yeah, the Empress saw this option, man. She saw it. She saw this confusion. Because the Emperor always talked to the Empress in dreams. Always. They're always talking under the veil. It's a mystery. No one sees it, innit? Because someone came in passionate to break someone's heart. God's heartbroken, man. Or this King of Swords is heartbroken about this Ace of Cups, about this unrequited love with the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands has made that decision. She's making herself blunt. She's taking that leap of faith to be single, and that's the truth. The Queen of Swords, the Emperor, sees this battle, this pathway. He's intuitively talking to you about a foundation they want to transform from. This is wish fulfillment. It's always been Addie's wish fulfillment, man. I talked to that man for about 13 years now, telepathically, but more so for the last 5 years. And man, I mean, ugh, I'm telling you, I'm not even exaggerating. It's like nearly every day I couldn't dream about that man 6 times in one night. He's got lots to say, but he wants to bring his mind to calmer waters after a battle with someone wanting to chase the light. You know, that fame game. It became a battle, man, a conflict with the Queen of Pentacles. That's his rival. That was his challenge. She's jealous. She's jealous, man. Maybe because he's African and he made it bigger in Hollywood than she did. She's jealous, man. So now he's seen a power couple. Oh, yeah, there's a power couple on the table. There you go. The soulmates are being defended, all right? So now there's a power couple. And the masculine is in his King and Queen of Cups. So now the Emperor is in his full emotions, but there's a conflict with a Taurus person when it comes to the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Both devil, oh my days, both got the devil beside them. That's the conflict. This masculine was jealous of a Leo Aries person because he wanted to be the Emperor. He wanted the messages about earth angels. He's going for a playful ending. Good, says you right. He's just looking at these sparking ideas, man, from this Aquarius person. Because he's wounded. Yeah, because behind this King of Wands, he was jealous. So they start putting, let's go to events. Let's do this. Let's celebrate. Let's pretend to be friends to bring a difficulty to stalemates. Yeah, because somebody didn't want someone to be a soul having human experience, man. But no. Someone's a sweetheart. Someone feels an air sign. Oh no, he's looking at a sweetheart. And he feels like he missed the Empress, man. All because of a Wheel of Fortune, because of Taurus' wish fulfillment for an ending of telepathic people. She's a fucking loopy. Queen of Swords, single, looking at this insight when it comes to this foundation of telepathic communication that wanted to end in. She went within and saw this wish fulfillment of this Taurus person when it comes to Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, very manipulative person, man. She wanted people to miss out. Queen of Swords was so loving. She saw this movement for this stagnation about this third party for a King of Wands. The wounded warrior that needs to go and fucking heal. He gets on my nerves, man. I could cuss him every day. I could. I'm not even joking. Yeah, I can't joke, man. He'd probably say, I can't wait to get her as well. Who does he think she's talking to like that on an email? Oh, yeah. We'll see about that. Last man standing there, Adiwali, King Mark Bargy. No, who's going to have to face me? Well, someone's got to face the devil. 2 devils on the table, you know, King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. They conflicted over their own. They can't heal, man. They're not healing people. They got too much darkness. They got too much to hide. Too much. These 2 are not it, man. These are the devil's company, man. These are the devil's angels. Oh, yeah. This book's going to be so good, man. No, it's definitely going to have balance now. Definitely got balance, bro. Oh, this book's going to be so... I've got so much ideas now. This is brilliant. Oh, you just made it so much more better. You added a fucking King of Cups. The devil. 2 angels. 1 story. Oh, I don't even want to go there. Oh, my God. I've got so much ideas pumping out my head. All right, remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.